y'all. I'm so nervous. Oh, don't mind my hair. I just needed it out of my face. Don't talk about me, okay? Anyway. Oh my god. So I didn't even get to update y'all after like I drew my blood and everything. So I went to go drop off the results on Monday, and it is now Wednesday, June 28th, and the results just came in, and it's only 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and they said they weren't going to be in until like 11 tonight, and now I'm nervous. I'm nervous, y'all. But we've been getting a poll from our family because they know we're not doing a gender reveal this time around. But Dre and DJ are asleep, and I don't want to open them until they wake up. So, but I think it's a boy. Dre thinks it's a boy. We only have a couple people in our family that have said it's going to be a boy. So, yeah, like everybody in our family, like in both of our families, thinks it's going to be a girl. Like, what? Why does everybody think it's gonna be a girl? Why does everybody want us to have a girl? Like, I don't understand. I don't want no girl right now. Like, I'm cool off of the girls. I just want my boys. I'm happy with my boy. I'm okay with boys, okay? Like, there's nothing wrong with me being a boy mom, like 100% boy mom. That's all I want. So, y'all, I'm nervous. I'm trying to breathe. I just got really excited though, but this is like the nerve-wracking but exciting part of pregnancy, because it's like, especially, I'm not gonna be mad either way it goes. Like, I'm not gonna be upset. I'm gonna be very happy regardless. I just want a healthy baby. I know that's very cliche to say, but everybody says it. But yeah, y'all, the results are in. So I'm gonna see if Dre wants me to wake him up now, or if he wants me to wait. And like, I wash bottles first and then we check. I'm so nervous. But we gonna see what baby number 2 is. So y'all stay tuned.
Alright, so before we start the video, what do y'all think it's gonna be?
I said girl.
A boy.
Alright. Everybody think I'm having?
A girl.
A boy.
Boy.
Devontae said a girl.
Hey, later on there, you gotta get his thing.
Oh yeah, because Devontae said a girl.
A girl.
You can see it. Hold on.
It's a sneak peek. A boy.
Congratulations, you're having a...
You're having twins.
Oh, another boy.
I told you.
Yeah.
Another one.
I swear. It's a, you didn't see it's a boy.
Oh. Shit, okay, good.
I told you. Well, there she seen it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. There we go.
That means y'all gotta do a third one for a girl.
Say I have a baby brother. What's going on, my Mamianas? All right, so today it's gonna be a big life update video. I know y'all haven't seen me in a while. Background looks different. That's because we have had a lot going on the last 4 months. I know the last thing y'all saw from this channel was me posting me taking the test to find the gender and all that stuff, and I never got to post the actual gender reveal video. So as y'all saw in the beginning, we had a little boy. His name is D'Angelo Terrell Ellison. And I did that. I actually picked that name because I wanted to keep Dre's initials all the way through for all of our children. And so I personally picked that name out. I was really proud of that name, very excited for that name. Before we get into it, let's start out with everything that has gone on these last few months. When y'all saw that video, we were still in our apartment. After that, we actually ended up moving into my childhood home. So that's why the background looks different. This is actually my old room that I'm in right now. I grew up in this house, really since I was a baby all the way until after my first year in college. So yes, this is my childhood home that we now live in, and I get to raise my children in with my now husband. So Dre and I did get married as well, October 20th of 2023. Yay, I'm a wife. Don't mind my finger, y'all. I'm going to get them done. Don't say nothing to me about it. I'm a wife, though. Yeah. So anyway. So yes, we finally tied the knot. I was big and pregnant at that time too. So I'll try to include a couple, little pictures from the ceremony and everything. We just did something nice, cute, sweet, to the point. Just because we had it all planned out. It was going to be this big old thing. We were going to go to Vegas and have our family with us and all this other stuff. And then we found out I was pregnant. And so we just didn't know how that was going to work out. And so we decided that we would just do a courthouse ceremony. And then we would later on do a ceremony where all of our family is included. And I get to have the big dress. And my dad walked me down the aisle and all that good stuff. So it's coming. Just not right now, but we're happy with what we have. We are happy to be married. I love married life. It is amazing. And I know it's not really much different than what we were doing before, but just the fact of saying like, oh, that's my husband. Like, that's my husband. Like, let me check with my husband. Yeah, but really excited about that. We did get to have our baby shower. I got to have my little nightmare, little scary theme baby shower. It was amazing. Both families did amazing with everything that was done. My family did majority of the setup and everything, but like Dre's family, they did help with some other aspects of the baby shower, and I'm so happy with it. Food, welcome signs, all that good stuff, snacks, everything like that. So it was actually really amazing, and especially for my first experience of having a baby shower, I couldn't have been happier. I could not have been happier. It was amazing. But we did do a costume theme as well. And so I was Tiffany from Bride of Chucky. DJ was Chucky, even though it was not supposed to work out this way. But Dre wanted to be Freddy Krueger. He threw off our whole setup, but that's okay. We were all somewhat of a serial unaliver. Yeah. So it all worked itself out. Everybody was really excited. Even a lot of people actually dressed up as well. So I was really happy about that our families actually participated in the theme of the baby shower. So that really made me very happy. So now, my birthday was right after that. So we got to celebrate my birthday. I was big and pregnant then too. We went to the Cheesecake Factory, and I was very excited about that because that was actually my first time having the Cheesecake Factory, Dre's first time having it, and we took our little baby boy DJ with us. So it was actually really good. I had a very chill birthday. I just basically wanted to sit and relax. I felt great, but I felt really pretty too. I did. I felt really good, y'all. I felt so good. But yeah, I just really relaxed on my birthday. That was all I wanted to do. So I'm the big 27 now. So leading up to everything else. So Thanksgiving Day, we went to my brother-in-law's house and spent some time with the family over there. We went to Dre's grandmother's house and we ate over there, spent some time with the family over there, and then we spent the rest of the day at Dad and my stepmom's house and games, eating, stuff like that. And I just started to get really tired, and DJ started to get really tired, so we just came home and we slept the rest of Thanksgiving. It was amazing. It was great. However, then comes that Friday, November 24th, and I started to notice that I wasn't feeling the baby move as much as possible. And y'all, if I cry, forgive me. I wasn't ready to fully talk about it yet. But today is his due date. And I noticed that my baby isn't home. I'm not trying to cry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cry. So November 24th, Friday, the day after Thanksgiving comes. And I remember my sister-in-law asking me on Thanksgiving if I had felt the baby moving a lot and everything. And I remember that whole week I was feeling them. So my sister-in-law did ask me on Thanksgiving when we were eating and everything. She was asking me if I was like, feeling him moving and all that stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, he was moving a lot, like especially these last couple of days. But on Thanksgiving, I only felt him move once, and so I was like, okay, well at least I felt something. It's okay. I'll try to shake him around, move him, make sure he moves, does something. And usually he'll move like when he hears Dre's voice or anything like that. But I noticed that he didn't really do that. So the last time I remember feeling him move was on Thanksgiving Day. So Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, I was telling Dre that I did not really feel the baby move all day. And so we gave it a little bit of time, and we tried shaking him, or at least shaking my belly and moving him around and stuff like that. We tried different things that we thought would probably wake him up, drinking like sugary drinks or, like stuff like that. I eating candy, anything like that. I tried all these different things, drinking cold water. I drink water religiously. I still do. That's always been a big thing for me. But I drank water and everything, and nothing worked. I didn't feel him. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's just sleeping. Maybe he's just taking a nap. But boys can be lazy sometimes, and DJ did it too. So, I was like, okay, cool. Like, he probably just sleeping. But then by the time that night came and I still hadn't felt him move, I felt like something might be wrong, but I did not want to think the worst. So I told Dre that we needed to go to the hospital, or at least to the emergency room. I was like, I don't want to go to the hospital because I don't want to put it into our heads that something is wrong. So we decided that we would just, I told him I wanted to go to the emergency room, which was right up the street. We had DJ with us. At that moment, I didn't think we could really just hurry up and drop him off anywhere at that time, because that wasn't anything on my mind at that time. I was just like, you know what, let's just hurry up and get there, and we will focus on everything else afterwards. And like everything is going to be fine. We're going to go real quick. They're going to check the baby, tell me he's sleeping, and we're going to come back home, and it's going to be all right. So there was no point of us dropping DJ off. When we get to the emergency room, they get me checked in. I let them know what the problem is. I haven't felt my baby move since yesterday afternoon, and so I just wanted to check and make sure that he's okay. So, and mind you guys, I had just ordered me one of those little heartbeat Doppler things that they do at the hospital, or that they do at the doctor's office, hospitals and stuff like that. So you can hear the baby's heartbeat on your own, but I got me one so that I could hear it at home. I get back into the room and I'm with Dre and DJ, and we're all just sitting there and everything. And DJ really doesn't like when people touch me, especially in a hospital doctor's office type setting. It scares him. So he was sitting on the bed with me. So as they're doing the little Doppler heartbeat thing, they can't find a heartbeat. And so we're like, okay, maybe he's just positioned a way that they can't find it. I don't know. I can't see my baby, so I don't know how it's working. And so, we're just sitting there, and they're like, okay, well, we're gonna, they're like, we can't find the heartbeat. We think we hear yours. So we're going to get the ultrasound machine, and we're going to do it like that. And then we'll let you know what's going on. Well, we decided that they were taking way too long, because at that point, I think we were sitting in the emergency room for like 20, 30 minutes waiting for them to come back with the ultrasound machine, even though Dre said he literally had seen one right outside our door. So we left. And we decided we were going to just go to the hospital that I was supposed to be delivering at anyway. So we're fine on the way up there, and we're like, everything's all right. Everything's going to be fine. They were just taking forever or whatever. We're just going to make sure everything is good. And we're just going to go check on the baby, and we're just going to go back home after that. We get to the hospital, and I get myself checked in. We go into the triage, but Dre and DJ actually have to go sit in the waiting room because babies are not allowed in the triage area. So I was sitting there by myself, but I had Dre on the phone and I could hear him and DJ. DJ was fine, thank God. Because usually he's not very good when he has to separate from me or Dre like that too much. He's okay sometimes, but a little rough, especially at the spur of the moment. Anyway, so my baby was fine. But now we're checking on D'Angelo. So the nurse comes and they're doing the, I think they did the Doppler first and then they did the ultrasound. Or they did the ultrasound. But I do remember for sure that they did the ultrasound. And the nurse was like, I can't get the words out of my head. And she was just like, you know, I'm going to call the doctor that's on staff tonight so that she can confirm if this is what I'm seeing. And so the doctor comes in, because my doctor, he wasn't able to come in that night. They had the doctor on call and come in do my ultrasound. And so I guess this was the unofficial ultrasound, but it was an ultrasound. And so I'm laying there and I'm on the phone with Dre, and Dre's like, you know, what's going on? Tell me, talk to me. What's going on? Tell me anything. What's up? What are they saying? And the doctor, she goes, I'm so sorry, Mama, but I can't find a heartbeat. So I'm sitting there trying to process it, and I'm trying to, you know, really, really like just grasp that she just told me my baby doesn't have a heartbeat. And so I'm telling Dre, I'm like, yeah, they said that they can't find his heartbeat. He's like, okay, so what does that mean? What are they telling us? What does that mean? I need them to say it. And she goes, I'm sorry, Mama, but your baby is gone. We're gonna do an ultrasound, an official ultrasound to confirm. But I'm so sorry, Mama, your baby is gone. Mind you guys, I was 31 weeks and 4 days. Only 1 day shy of when I had DJ. I had DJ at 31 weeks and 3 days, and I found out about losing my baby boy, D'Angelo, 31 weeks and 4 days. So, they call my doctor to see what he wants them to do. Because at that point, I didn't even want to go home, because I was like, what's the point of going home when I know that my child is gone? So, and I knew he still had to come out either way it went. So I was going to have to come back and deal with this all over again. So we had just decided, you know what, let's just push through. So they got me checked into, or they got me into a room, a private room of my own. I bawled my eyes out. Dre waited downstairs for my brother or his parents to come and get DJ. We had called our parents, called our siblings, and we let them know what was going on. And Dre's parents were already on the way up there. So was my brother, as soon as we told them what happened. So my brother actually ended up taking DJ, and DJ spent about 5 days with my brother and my sister-in-law, and he did amazing. I'm so proud of him. But yeah, Dre's parents, they came. My doula came. My dad, he showed up immediately, and then Dre finally was able to come upstairs, and we couldn't do anything but just sit in silence. And they finally were able to get a hold of the ultrasound tech to come in and do the final ultrasound, or do the official ultrasound. And I just remember the look on everybody's faces as they are looking at the screen for the ultrasound. I can't see anything because I'm laying in the bed, but everyone is just sitting there. My dad was standing up because he came in and immediately hugged me, and I just cried. But I knew, I had a feeling that something was wrong. And even before they told me, I had a feeling that something was wrong. And so I waited for like, I think they took like about 15 minutes to do the official ultrasound, and everyone's faces just dropped. And they confirmed it, and they let me know like it was official that my baby was gone. So after that, our parents sat in there with us for a while, and there was really nothing anybody could do. So they went home. Dre's aunt came to visit. We had a lot of visitors. We did, and I'm so thankful for everybody that did come by and visit us, and spend time with us and just talk to us, and send prayers, words of encouragement, anything like that. But it was my dad and my doula and Dre the first night. And, they were doing blood work, different tests on me and all this stuff to find out why this happened and to find out what happened. But they can only find out so much until the baby came out. And so they had to induce me because my doctor had said that I could get another C-section, but it would be too risky. And that would be a lot to recover from, especially having to recover from a major surgery like a C-section, and also recovering from losing your child. So we had decided that I was going to push, but my body wasn't fully ready yet. My body wasn't ready at all, actually. So they had to induce me. They had to open up my, my cervix and all that stuff. And so I received the medication, everything, and it was a beautiful experience going through the labor and the epidural and all that stuff, because I've always wanted to experience it, but I never thought that I would be experiencing it this way. So I tried to, we definitely tried to see the beauty in the situation. But it's never an easy thing. It's never an easy thing when you lose somebody. And for anyone that's ever lost a child, you understand that pain, especially something like this. I carried him for 8 months and he's not here. So, I did all the getting up, moving around, everything, getting up. My doula was helping me with the back massages, and Dre, my dad, was helping me get up and go to the bathroom and all that stuff. And it was nice. It was nice because it did help me to kind of forget what was actually happening at that moment. We were just prepping to have a baby. That's really how everyone treated it. We didn't talk about him not being here or anything like that. And, and then I think the next day, I think it was that Saturday, my mom ended up coming because my dad had to leave. And so my mom ended up actually flying down here so that she could come be with us and just help out however she could. So she got a hotel close by the hospital so that she could get back and forth, and so that she wouldn't have to, try to sleep on those uncomfortable couches or anything like that, because Dre already had the bed, but it was also my doula staying there with us as well until we had the baby. So finally, I'm dilated 10 centimeters. I did it, but I did get an epidural. That shit hurt. So I was like, I can't do it. I think I made it to 5 centimeters. And being induced is probably so much more different than naturally going into labor, because it is like they're forcing your body to do something it's not ready to do. They're forcing your body to open up so that this human life can come out. And it's not easy. It's not. And I was just like, you know what? I'm very proud of myself, especially knowing the circumstances that I made it this far. Go ahead and give me that epidural. Give me that epidural. I was hurting. I was hurting. So I was like, you know what? I did what I could. I'm done. That's it. Give it to me. Go ahead. I've never had one before. let's just see how this feel. Handled it like a G. I didn't move. I didn't budge. You wouldn't have even known that they stuck me in my back. I did really good. I did really, really good. So, Sunday night, November 26th, 2023. I finally dilate all the way to 10 centimeters. And I'm ready to push. That's all it comes down to. I'm ready to push. So my doctor, he gets there. Well, he was already there, but he was doing his rounds on the floor and everything. And so he comes back. I call my mom, and I call Dre because he was picking her up from the hotel. And so this was when as soon as he left, that's when they told me that I was 10 centimeters dilated. Because the last time they had checked me, I was at like 7, 8. And so they were like, okay, you're at 10, so you need to call your husband to get back. So I call him and I'm like, Dre, you got to tell my mom to come on, like, hurry up or y'all gonna miss it. Like, you cannot miss it. Like, come on, you have to get back. And so they hurry up and get back. Literally, I told you she's right by the hospital, so it didn't take him long at all. And so they get back and my doctor, he gets suited up and everything, and all the nurses there prepped and everything, ready to go. And now it's time for me to push. So, and it just kept feeling like I needed to poop. That's what it felt like. I needed to use the bathroom. I needed to get it out. And so I'm just sitting there and I'm like, okay, like I can't feel the pain, but I can feel the pressure of it. And it wasn't bad though, but I was very happy that I got that epidural. I started pushing. And at first I felt like I wasn't doing it right. It felt weird because I never pushed a baby out. So it felt really, really weird. So, and my son, he was breeched. So his head was actually up instead of down like most babies do to prepare. So his head was actually up, his feet were down. So he was breeched. But my doctor, he was like, in this circumstance, I mean, really in any circumstance, he said that he does not usually take the risk of flipping the baby if he doesn't have to. Because he's like, I am one of the few OBs in San Antonio that can deliver a breech baby, and so I will. So I'm pushing. I started pushing. I think I pushed like 5 times. But I had to wait for the contractions to come for me to push. And so it kind of took a little bit. It took a little while because they were still a little, like they were close, but they weren't as close as I was expecting them to be. And so, but I did get nice breaks in between. So that did help me out a lot when it came to pushing, because pushing, oh my God, it's like you're sitting there and you're holding your breath for these 10 seconds to try to make your body do something that it's not used to doing yet. And so, but once I felt those feet come out, I was like, oh yes, okay, I'm doing it right. I just got to keep doing this motion. I got to keep doing this motion while thinking about not trying to poop. I did not want to poop on the table. I didn't. I'm sorry, but I know it's natural. I just didn't want to do it. I did not want that to be my first experience. So, yeah, so I'm pushing. And he comes out, or his body is out, but his head is still stuck a little bit. So I'm pushing. I think it took me like 2 pushes to get his head out. But Dre was holding my legs. My doula was on the other side. My mom was at the end, and we had called Dre's parents on FaceTime, and so that they could see him and everything. So D'Angelo finally comes out, and I immediately burst into tears. I immediately burst into tears because it's now set in what just happened. Dre got to cut the umbilical cord, something he did not get to do with DJ, so he was very happy about that. We did get to catch it on camera as well. But everything involving all of that is actually going to stay with us. So I'm sorry, guys, but that's not really something that we're going to share, especially knowing the circumstances. So I hope y'all understand, but if not, y'all are just gonna have to. Sorry. But yeah, Dre got to cut the umbilical cord, so I was very happy for him with that. I got to hold him right after he came out. As soon as he came out, they put him on my chest, and I just laid there, just crying over my baby. We showed our family what he looked like. He looked just like DJ, guys. Oh my goodness. My baby. Oh my God. My children are beautiful. I love my children. Oh my God. Yes, he looked just like his big brother. So you know, we took plenty of pictures of him and with him, and we spent like a day and a half, 2 days with him. We asked the nurses to keep him, like, they could do their, you know, their measurements and everything, but once they were done, if we could keep him in the room with us, then we would want to do it that way. And so at first they had told us we would only be able to keep him in the room with us for 12 hours because he was on ice. And so when we had spoke with, you know, other nurses and everything, they were actually like, no, like, you can actually keep him in the room for as long as you would like until you have to leave and stuff like that. So we can do that. We can, you know, just find different little like ice packs pretty much to put him on top of to keep him cold, so that his body doesn't deteriorate more and decompose more. So yeah, we kept him in the room with us. We called and checked on DJ, and we didn't really want to call too much because we didn't know how DJ was really handling not being with us, and we didn't want him to freak out from seeing us so much or not seeing us so much. So we would just get pictures and stuff like that from my brother and my sister-in-law, and they would just give us little updates and everything, checking on him and all that stuff. So at first Dre did not want to hold him, just because it was just, you know, it was too surreal at that moment. At first I thought I didn't want to, but as soon as he came out, I was like, I can't do anything else but hold my baby. I have to hold my child. I have to hold him, especially if I know that this is going to be the last time that I get that opportunity, because he will not be coming home in his physical form to us. So I held him every single day until we left. Gave him lots of love, kisses, everything. I think it was like Monday afternoon or something. We had got our pictures taken with him. They had the hospital photographer come in and do pictures for Dre, D'Angelo, and I. And unfortunately, DJ could not be a part of that because we didn't want him to have to experience something like that so young. I know it's not something that he would remember, but we will remember. And then on top of that, it would be very, very hard for him to leave after that. So we just decided DJ would not come up to the hospital at all. We would just have him come straight home when we left. And so we did the pictures. We got us a bereavement box. So I actually have that sitting right here with me. So I actually want to show y'all some of the stuff that we got. We actually brought home his clothes that he had on after he came out. So that's this stuff here, but I'm not going to show that to y'all because there's blood on it. So we have his second outfit as well that he wore when they needed to change him and clean him up and everything. And so we do have that with us. They had a little like bereavement flower on our door, so people knew what was going on. And you know, just it was a lot, especially being on the labor and delivery floor. Just, you know, hearing everybody, you know, pushing and having their babies and cheering and all that stuff. And it was a lot. It was a lot. But these are D'Angelo's handprints. I don't know if y'all can see that. My baby boy, his little handprints. Those are his hands. These are his feet. And he was very long, y'all. He was actually longer than DJ. So DJ, when he was born, DJ was 3 pounds, 4 ounces, and he was 15.9 inches long. D'Angelo, when he was born, He was 2 pounds, 11 ounces. He was 16.5 inches long, and he was born at 9:17 p.m. On November 26th, 2023. So, we have all of that stuff. They did give us that. So they gave us a whole bereavement box. We have a bunch of different stuff in there. We also got the molds of D'Angelo's handprints and his footprints. So, got a bunch of different stuff in there. We had to do funeral arrangements. We didn't do a funeral service though. We actually did a cremation for him. That's actually why I have this necklace here. And Dre has one just like it. It says, "In loving memory." We also bought an urn that he now sits in. It's actually sitting in our living room, and it's right there as soon as you walk in the house. We got him a Christmas stocking, a Christmas ornament as well to put on the tree, especially since all this happened right before Christmas. So just tried to find different ways to have him included in the holiday tradition and everything. I was very thankful too that during my pregnancy with D'Angelo, even though we didn't do it with DJ, I kind of felt bad about doing it with D'Angelo, but now I'm very happy that we did, because when we would go to get like certain ultrasounds and stuff like that, I think it was like the 5D one that we got when we got to see his face and everything. We actually got a recording of his heartbeat, and they put it into a bear for us. And so now DJ plays with the bear and he calls it brother. That's kind of how we're doing that right now. But yeah, guys, it you know, we're taking it day by day. Dre seems to be doing better. I'm getting there. Just, you know, like I said, one day at a time. But I am writing in a journal and everything. We did get to witness the cremation process with our parents and DJ present. It was very, very hard, but it was a bit of closure, a little bit. It was a little bit of closure, seeing him for the last time. And yeah, I mean, that was really, it was a lot. But we did receive, you know, a lot of love, a lot of support. And you know, we did a quick video on our main channel to kind of just let everybody know what happened, but to go this much in depth, I wanted to say that for you guys, because I mean, we were covering my pregnancy here, and you know, we didn't get to make it to the end, guys. We didn't. And I really thought that I was going to. I really thought we were gonna, you know, be able to make it to full term and have a healthy, happy baby and get to bring him home. And, you know, we all just, you know, get to love on him and everything. And, you know, that wasn't the case. And I'm still sad about it. I'm still hurting about it, but getting better each day. Been keeping myself busy. I've actually been getting back into the gym, which I'm very, very proud of. I'm very proud of myself for that, because I haven't been in the gym since I first found out I was pregnant with D'Angelo. And so, so for me to be getting back in there, I couldn't be happier with it. I guess I would say that right now I'm okay, but I'm still hurting. All in all, after all this happened, we did still have to celebrate our little DJ second birthday. And so we did do that. And since now that we're in a house, we did have a house party. So we invited our family over here. My dad barbecued. Yay. It was a little DJ's backyard barbecue. That's what it was. And so that was the overall invitation. However, the theme was Sesame Street. He's really into a lot of things right now, but we just kind of narrowed it down to Elmo because we did, or Sesame Street because we did Mickey Mouse last year, even though he still is crazy over Mickey Mouse. He loves it. And especially with him talking more, he's naming out the characters, naming out colors, telling us his age and doing numbers and all that good stuff. He's so smart. He's so smart, y'all. I wish that he wasn't so shy so that we could show y'all. And he's practicing walking. But the party and everything, it was amazing. Y'all know we have a New Year's Eve baby, so you know, we was popping fireworks and all that stuff. Well, everybody else was. I was in the house with DJ because DJ was not feeling those fireworks that day. But everything was a great turnout. It was amazing. We had fun. We had a lot of fun. And so, you know, as long as DJ enjoyed himself, that's that's all that matters. Everybody else, they enjoyed themselves, so I'm very happy about that. So just coming into the new year, you know, I'm just trying to work on my mental, and just getting my body healthy. So I, you know, started seeing a PCP as well, so that I can monitor, you know, my body and everything. So, because a lot of my issues with my pregnancies come from my blood pressure. And it's always when I get into the third trimester that my blood pressure spikes and it goes like stupid high. It goes really, really high. And so that was kind of a main factor in us losing D'Angelo. I was on blood pressure medicine and everything. And I was taking it, but it just, I guess it just wasn't working with my body. So, yeah, you know, like I told y'all before, when I was pregnant with DJ, I'm gonna tell y'all again now, especially because it can lead to something like this. Ladies, please, please, please take care of your bodies. Men too, please take care of your bodies. Make sure y'all are watching y'all blood pressure. Regular physicals, do blood work if you need to, so that y'all can check those levels and just make sure they are where they need to be. I'm not a professional or anything like that. I'm just speaking from my experience. And I just wish that things could have been different, but there's no turning them back now. D'Angelo's not here, and we have to learn to live with that. You know, it's not easy, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Like, our life still have to, you know, still function. We still gotta, you know, be okay for DJ and really for ourselves too. It's not just for him, it's just for ourselves too. And so, you know, we're just going with the motion right now. And, you know, whenever it does happen again, we'll be more prepared than we were the last two times. You know, we took everything that we know went wrong in DJ's pregnancy, and we carried it over to D'Angelo's, and now we know what everything that went wrong in this one, we carry it to the next one. And, you know, and we pray that we have a better outcome the next time. And that's really all I can ask for, you know, because at this point there's no changing anything that happened. There's no bringing him back. I miss my baby every day, especially with, you know, being able to hold him and see him and smell him and kiss him and everything that, you know, all the time that we did get to spend with him. I mean, you know, it's not anything that he would remember, unfortunately, but it's okay. We'll be okay. Yeah. But I just wanted to, I know that was a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a while, and I know I just kind of overloaded y'all with something so heavy like that. But I didn't want to just leave y'all in the dark, and not say anything or not put anything out for y'all. I know some of y'all follow our main channel, so some of y'all already know. But for those of y'all that don't, that's, you know, why y'all haven't been getting very many updates about the pregnancy anymore. So yeah, I'm not pregnant anymore, and we're just gonna keep moving. We're just gonna keep going. I'm gonna try to post more. Trying to get back into my regular routine of being on here and doing the main channel and taking care of the house and taking care of my babies. And we'll just see how all this goes. I'm okay though. I just haven't cried about it in a while, and this was a big relief for me, and I appreciate all of y'all for listening to me and being there for me and encouraging me and loving on me and everything. It doesn't go unnoticed, and it's so appreciated. Anything y'all have any questions about, I'm happy to answer it. I told y'all I'm doing better, so it's not as hard for me to really answer those questions or to try to explain things as it was in the beginning. So y'all just be gentle with me, please. Just be gentle with me. Oh, and I went and got their names on me, both of my baby boys, because DeAndre Jr. and D'Angelo. I'm gonna actually add more to it. I'm actually gonna get another tattoo for D'Angelo as well. And yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that real quick though. But we got it literally like I think like a week after I got out of the hospital, something like that. But it was very therapeutic. It did help a lot too. And yeah, so I'm just trying to find different outlets to help me out. So hopefully next time we'll have a better outcome. But next video we're definitely gonna have more upbeat. So I will catch y'all in the next video. This baby is so active, so very active. Like anytime baby hears Dre or feels Dre or anything like that, kicking nonstop. So here's my bump. 24 weeks and 4 days. And this is my bump. Yay, the baby. Y'all, I'm huge. It's baby shower time. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Look at that. Big old belly. And I'm actually, if you can't tell, I am Tiffany from Bride of Chucky. I just don't have my jacket on right now because it's hot. So I'll have it on later and I'll take a better picture for y'all. But yeah, that's it. And then I got the shoes. Whew.
Are you ready? You got it? Look, you got it. Look. Look. Ready? Come on. Come on. Come on.